I didn't open the door. I don't know how long I stood there, staring through the glass at the version of me still inside the office. The blue light from the monitor painted his face the same way it always had. Tired, focused, calm. Too calm. He finally moved. Not much, just enough to reach for the mouse. That's when I noticed something wrong. The clock on the wall inside read 1:16 a.m. My phone in my pocket vibrated, 1:18 a.m. I stepped back. Inside the office, he smiled, not at the screen, at the glass, at me. That's when the intercom crackled to life overhead. Old speakers, feedback whining like they hadn't been used in years. Security breach detected. The monitors inside the room flickered. The hallway lights dimmed. Somewhere down the corridor, I heard the elevator ding. Floor 4. I remembered the rules then. Not the printed ones, not the taped ones. The one nobody ever wrote down. If you see yourself after the shift ends, one of you is already late. The door handle turned from the inside. I ran. Behind me, glass shattered. Alarms screamed. Footsteps followed. But they were wrong. Too light. Too close. I didn't look back when the elevator doors slid open. I didn't look inside. I ran until the building spit me out into the cold morning air, lungs burning, heart pounding like it wanted out of my chest. When I finally stopped, I checked my phone again. 1:11 a.m. The timestamp on a notification I didn't remember getting read. Camera feed restored. Attached was a still image. The security room, the chair, the desk, and me sitting perfectly still, facing the door, waiting. I didn't go home. I stood on the sidewalk across the street, staring at the building as the sky slowly lightened. The lights on the upper floors were still on. One window, 4th floor, glowed a little brighter than the rest. At 1:21 a.m., my phone rang. No caller ID. I answered without thinking, static, breathing. Then my own voice. "You can stop running now." I hung up and threw the phone into the gutter. That's when the front doors opened. The guard from the night shift, the one who never moved, stepped aside and nodded at me, just once, like he'd been waiting for that moment all night. Inside, the lobby was quiet, too clean, no echo. The elevator doors were already open. I didn't check the floor number. I didn't look inside. The doors closed on their own. The ride felt shorter than it should have been. When the doors opened again, I was back in the security room. Everything was exactly where I'd left it. The desk, the cups, the chair, the monitor glowed blue. The timestamp read 1:11 a.m. The door behind me locked. On the desk was a single sheet of paper I hadn't seen before. No number, no heading, just one line, shift complete. Please remain seated. I felt my body move before I decided to. I sat. The chair fit perfectly. On the monitor, the hallway camera flickered to life. A man stood outside the office door, confused, breathing hard, a bag slung over his shoulder. He looked exactly like I had. The intercom clicked on. Rule enforcement successful. The clock on the wall ticked forward. 1:12 a.m. I watched the man raise his hand toward the glass. And I waited. Because someone always has to stay until morning.